Welcome back, guys. Today, as our first guest in the studio, we have a very special one, Mr. Zurab Azmaiparashvili. I'm sure everybody knows who our guest is. And Mr. Zurab, welcome to the studio, first of all.
Thank you very much for your invitation. And I'm following actually your studio. And it's nice to have different people, different opinions as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Means a lot.
Thank you.
We know that Mr. Zurab is currently the president of ECU. That is your most known role currently, I would say. The most important one, maybe, right?
Most probably, yes. Even in my career, if you say like this, of course, it's in the different stage. Once I was a chess player and also involved in the chess politics in '98 when I became the president of the Georgian Chess Federation. And after 5 years, actually, I became champion of Europe. So I was a professional. I quit chess in 2010, but before twice already was the vice president of FIDE. It's a different job. Vice president of FIDE, it's a big team, and you are one of them. And the president, of course, it's a main engine, and you're bringing your ideas, of course, solving together, but it's a different one. When you are taking the responsibility to be a leader, of course, it's absolutely transferring to other level. And actually, I like this when in 2014 I was elected the president of the European Chess Union. I'm very proud that we built very good team since then, and today, if you are not getting, sometimes it's good to get the critics, and sometimes not so happy. I'm not so happy that we are just people say that you are doing well, because always when you are losing the control of the critics or self-critics, then you can make mistakes.
Yeah, it's always good to be down to earth.
Yes, yeah, correct. So that's really, you say this is true, and this is the most important job I'm holding right now. Yeah.
You've managed to navigate ECU through pandemics, which I definitely think was one of the most challenging times.
Yes, it was seriously challenging, and I would like once again to express my sincere gratitude to FIDE and its president, because in those years, pandemic years, I would say that for any organization would be very difficult to survive unless that getting big support, and we feel that really FIDE was a very good not only partner, but FIDE was caring about all continents, including Europe, and somehow we brought some ideas. We are not only that using the FIDE help, but also we brought some ideas how to move during the pandemic period, which later also FIDE was using actually for other continents, and somehow just survived. This is good.
Yeah, this is good to hear, and we know that we had some expansion with novice chess players during the pandemic, because chess was one of the rare sports that could have survived online somehow.
We have to say that the serial of Queen's Gambit,
of course, yes,
made also a good job for us and for chess popularity, and just become very popular in that period.
Yeah. What are some of the current challenges of ECU? What are you facing? What are the plans?
Yes. Okay. Of course, it's, I'm discussing the possibility where we have to move in the future, and how we have to move. Up to now, yes, we are organizing the tournaments in Europe. All is going well. We have no problem to any organization, and usually our tournaments are organized very on the top level. But not only this, we have in our thoughts. Okay, that's why ECU, for example, before we had the 4 commission. This was the Educational Commission, the Women Commission, Arbiters Council, and the for one. So you see, sometimes I'm forgetting, but we had now new commissions like Social Commission, Media and Communication, and TRT, ECU Trainers Commission, and we are hoping that those commissions, working of course together as a one mechanism, they will bring a lot of activities and very interesting life. For example, in the Social Commission, which is led by French Mr. Joy, my Frenchman, it's a very interesting approach, and we believe that in the social aspect of the chess, ECU will succeed and will have new steps forward. But right now we cannot say many things because the Commission is working, and hopefully until the end of the year 2023 we will get the really serious plan of the future, how we will develop media communication, which is the Commission main task is how to introduce chess and to be more popular, actually, because the problem of the chess is like this, that we are not well recognized sport, which is true, and media have to make us more popular and have to advise us, such commission, in which direction we have to move. Because on the professional chess we have quite high level. And our professionals are quite well recognized also, like for example Magnus Carlsen in the world. But generally, chess still it's not recognized as sport where it's interesting for the big audience to be involved. Somehow, of course, there's difficulties to understand chess. It's one of the main subject. But today, if you see like this, that people are learning everything, with the smartphones. Today they are learning chess. They are getting the chess lessons. So it means if human being decide to learn something on certain level, they will learn. This is important for chess. Now, what TRG will do, we will have I forgot to mention the chairman of the Media and Communication, it's Mr. Matocha from Czech Republic, and our friend Ivan Sokolov, he is leading the Trainers Commission, which, and he brought several good ideas, for example, to build the syllabus for trainings, because generally you have to produce something for the trainers, what they have to use when they are working with the students on the lowest level to go more high, and including the professional chess players. So this work will finish something like, as I understand, from our communication with DRG in end of the May, and then, or maybe even before, and then we'll go for more active introduction of the system, and we'll use the platform, Chessable platform for this, and somehow I believe that we'll benefit also from this. Of course, I know that you want to ask me a question about the Educational Commission.
Yes, right? Yes.
So, Educational Commission, it's from 2014, is led by our friend from Sweden, Mr. Jesper Hall. And all those years, this was one of the key points of ECU success. Of course, today we are transferring in different era, and I have a discussion with different people from different countries, including my homeland, Georgia, where chess already it's a subject of the curriculum in the primary school. it's nice that to have minister who is supporting this, and to say that our Minister of Education did a lot on this direction, and in the cooperation with the federation, they train all teachers for this, and 3,000 Georgians, around 3,000 schools, they have a chess now. Now, what we are doing with this, we have to teach kids to play chess, or to help them with chess to be better in different subjects. This, I think, the second is very important for us, because this will help generally chess to be more recognized. Otherwise, you know, professionals, if you want to become a professional, nobody can stop you. You will become a professional. Either your parents will love chess so much that, or you will love, like me, for example, I started playing chess when my father introduced the chess. Before, okay, of course I know that I was 4 years old, so I started crying so much that he was forced actually to bring me to the chess school actually. And I start like this. So if somebody want to become, it's become. But with this, you know, we have no problem. Again, on the professional chess right now, we have no problem, including the World Championship matches. You see that our prize fund, it's a 2 million and over. We are okay. But on the other, you know, recognition like this, that what is a main role of chess? We have to always understand what is main role of chess, or what the main role of football when we are talking about the sport. You know, I believe that main role of chess is to make better people, and this is our future. So here, if people will understand that our main target is not that to increase number of the professional chess players, but to give chess to kids as a tool to become better. So this is different, and then different will be approached also from many institutions. Again, here what I want, you know, one thing is what we are thinking, and probably we are wrong, you know, we are not unique people, so maybe we are wrong, and that's why it's very important in the future to have sources like this, to have a real studies about this, is helping chess or not. I personally believe, Dragana, that you believe the same.
Yes.
But there are people who don't believe this. And that's why the professional, independent professionals, they who are studying such a thing, they have to make a verdict, it's true or not. And if it's true, it's automatically will go process. If not, then we will know that this tool is not important at all, just professional chess, but then our concentration will go on the professional level.
But still, we have to try something.
We have to try again, you know. And for example, Armenia was one of the first country which introduced chess, and on very high level they make programs. They are a little bit unhappy because they thought that this program should be used for every country in the world and feed to these people. But life is not like this, because all nations, all people, they have a different culture, and through to their culture they have to introduce something which is more to your soul. And maybe Armenian one is good, can be good for Georgia, for the region like Iran or like Turkey, but maybe it will be for Norway absolutely different. So we have to understand this, that many programs can be used on this direction. But again, they have such a research in Armenia, and the level of Armenia, and they said that this is helping a lot. Yes, I believe them. This is true. But you know, on Armenian level, especially when they had the time they had the president of the country, president of the federation, it's easy to do. But to do it on the professional level, European or world level, then you need or at least big sponsors for this. And ECU right now cannot make such a research, unfortunately. But for the future, maybe we'll try to That's one of the issue which really I want to speak with the sponsors somehow to, and with FIDE also. Maybe with FIDE we can make together.
It's definitely a challenge, but we are definitely eager to see many more kids learn to play chess, as you said, using chess as a tool firstly, and then producing good players if somebody wants to continue afterwards.
That process I'm not afraid. This will be automatically. Because somebody like football, somebody like basketball, somebody will love chess.
Yes.
That's I'm not afraid. If we are targeting in chess as a tool for better future, then it's different. Then we need more serious job, and this is only ECU cannot do this. It's obvious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we can say a few words about women in chess and what's going on probably with ECU or FIDE, some improvements in the recent years.
Yes, I think women in chess generally, I like the approach that, first of all, I'm becoming again from the country, which actually from the almost ancient ages have no problem to recognize a woman, and in 12th century we have a king, a woman, calling king. So, I mean here, of course, I wonder always why women did not reach the level of like this 2800, for example. 2700 we have as a woman, and a few. I'm talking about, first of all, about Judith Polgar, and then of course Yufan, and nobody knows, for example, which kind of talent was Nona Gaprindashvili that time. I believe that she was also almost the same level. We cannot just judge from our days. And the importance of to have a prize fund and to have a normal living condition, it's important, because if you don't have, then obviously you're not encouraging women to play chess. Actually, you're discouraging them to play chess. But when I don't say that it should be similar, but what we did, for example, a long time ago in Europe, when our championships, for example, individual, I'm talking because this open tournament is 100,000 prize fund, and where women also can participate, and there is women prizes as well, and also we have a women championship where 60,000. So we did our maximum on this direction. And now, if you see now, FIDE also did this direction quite a lot.
Last year.
We are monitoring World Championship matches, or candidate tournament, or Grand Prix, or World Cup. Almost they reach something like 60-70% of the prize money which is coming for open tournaments. That's good, and we are witnessing that a lot of female are becoming the chess players in many countries in Europe. I'm very proud that, for example, now Poland is one of the leading country for female chess especially, and I think this will encourage many other countries also to follow this. Not to have, in my childhood, I remember it was like obviously 20 countries maybe in the world playing women chess. Today, I'm absolutely confident that around 100 countries in the world, we are somehow equal condition with men.
You said Poland. Today we have on the first board Kielbasa against Sochko,
against current champion, current incumbent champion of Europe. I will be not surprised that if one of them again, or Sochko, will become a Kielbasa. Kielbasa is improving a lot, and we witnessed the Olympiad last year. 9 out of 9, absolutely brilliant score, and that's good. It means like this, Poland is working very well, and not only in this direction, but many directions as well. And we will have this summer in June. During the European Olympic chess, very important.
to coach Judith? I'm sure that you saw her potential and everything.
First of all, it's have a prehistory that before I was coaching Gary quite a long time, and then suddenly, yes, he decided to renew the team. So I was without job, and very good that God gave me such a gift like Polgar. Actually, going home from Croatia, from Pula, by car. We went to Hungary. We met the family. We have a first training session, and then somehow we start working with Judith. And I can tell you that the target was the time Judith's target was that she had to become among first 10 players and to pass the 2700. During my period, we could not succeed. I think she reached the rating 2685. Something like close, this, but later on, So when we separated, she reached this rating, and I'm really very happy about this. That we kept the relationship until today, very friendly relationship, and for me, Judith Polgar, it's absolutely best female player. But again, if you analyze situation when Laszlo Polgar, the father of the family, decided all three sisters will play chess, and they reached such a level, that when Sofia became a grandmaster in the very young ages, I don't remember how she became, I think 15 years old or 16 years old. Then Susan became a world champion, female world champion, and Judith, absolutely amazing results. So then you analyze that, yes, women also can. Just probably, sometimes women are less confident to do it. If you follow even the games, until sometimes they are playing very well, absolutely brilliant, and suddenly something is happening, and the main line is losing. They are losing the main line. Here I believe the trainers have to work also in this direction. What they are losing.
Psychological aspects as well.
Maybe psychological aspects, something, because otherwise, today many female, if you analyze the games, they're very good games. We just mentioned Kolbasa, yes? Absolutely brilliant games.
The day before the 3-day amazing game,
The well-known.
Yes.
Actually, I saw this in some games from men Grand Prix, not Grand Prix, maybe in World Cup or some tournament. Similar one. And absolutely technically, how she moved her king, fantastic way to find a way from queen side to move on the H2, very good.
Yes, very promising girls in Poland. Yes. I also wanted to ask you about, you just came from the European Individual Championship in Vrnjačka Banja. If I'm not mistaken, it was the record number of players.
Yes, 484.
Yes, so definitely something must have gone very well over there. Can you tell us a little bit more about the organization? Was it a tough challenge to have so many players over there?
No, for our championships, what is important for the players, to have a normal hotel, normal food, and condition where they can relax after the game, to walk, to refresh themselves, and to have a normal living condition again, and playing home. All these conditions was done, and I believe that there was no complaint. As well as here also, there is no complaint, because these basic things what we have to secure for the players. And I would like once again to thank Serbian Chess Federation and main organizers, Dusan Radovanovic, the tournament director, and as well as here also my friend Jovan Milovic, who is doing for this championship everything.
Yes, do you think that the Montenegrin Chess Federation is ready for Budva Team Championship as well this year?
Okay, I think they are ready, because normally only problem always it's the playing hall, minimum condition have to be required, yes. We will just observe together. We already decide with Jovan to go together to see the possibility that if we can use one playing hall, will be fantastic. But if it will be necessary, of course, then we will use the two playing halls. It's a little bit less convenience, and we would like to, but sometimes it's happened, and again, we have to understand that the team championships are two separate events. There's a female and open championship, yes. So, but we will try everything our best to have one playing hall.
If I'm not mistaken, back in 2003, you were in the top 15 in the world. 2700, of course, we know that you were a top GM. Is it harder to be a 2700 player or to be in the organizing of the events and politics and everything that comes with it?
No, I don't know when I will be not anymore president of ECU what I will do, because I'm becoming older. This is normal. But when I decided to go to politics, when I was a chess player, my thought was like this: that okay, what is a chess player? I worked a lot of years with Gary. I met the best of the best in the world. I know very well that I will not become the same. So, but you can be useful for the other things also. What I understand better than chess, for example, I was in the ministry also later, the deputy minister for the sport and the youth. This was not for me. This I understand. I quit even less than 3 years. I worked there and I quit myself. Nobody was even thinking that why I leave this position, because my knowledge with chess, I know all problems is from professional side. So when I became the organizer, I know what I have to solve before. And it was easier for me because actually targeting with the people who in organizing committee always were people who are not the chess players and they don't know even chess, what is chess, but for them was very difficult when I try to explain them that why it's this important, A, B, C, D, and all these conditions, which I say, yes, it's important to have a normal sleeping condition, which means normal room. It's important to have a normal food, because if you have a problem with the food, then you cannot concentrate for chess. It's important to have a relax after the game, because your brain is still under pressure and you have to use something to refresh, and better is if you have a condition to walk or to swim or something like this, all this. So, and once when one of the first events which I organized in Georgia, the local leader was asking me, what is wrong with this hotel? The Dutch team Feyenoord stay there during our football match with Dinamo Batumi. I told them the difference is like this, that football player, when they are having football camp, for them what is important, the stadium is more important. So they are even together in one room, even the stars. They live together. But in chess, this is very individual.
Team championships, but still we need the individuality. Yes.
Individual. They are individual. They are, this is not a team event. Again, individually they are preparing for their games. Actually, we use the chess as a tool of make it a team game, but it's individual game.
Still, yes.
It's still individual game. So I was trying like this, that yes, our players 10 days have to stay, and Feyenoord they stay one night. This big difference. One night in everywhere you can stay, and probably without sleeping 1 day you can survive, but 9 days you cannot survive.
Definitely.
So all this. And finally, I start convincing them that what is important, why it's important, these conditions. And yes, finally we reached also like this way, we brought Olympia to Georgia also.
Yes, Batumi 2018.
Yes, because you are targeting, you are fighting for this, and I'm always very happy, and I'm always on the chess player's side.
As it should be, yes.
Yes, not because I consider them their colleagues. No, because I pass everything before.
You know firsthand how it feels.
Firsthand, yes. And when organizers start trying sometimes, to make some tricks, I say, okay, please, I understand everything, but do your best.
Yes.
Never. I'm not fighting. You can ask any organizer. I'm not fighting with them, but convincing them to do best.
Any predictions for the girls over here? Maybe who will end up in the top 3? We have Kutinashvili Bella today on the 3rd board.
Yeah, Kutinashvili actually she missed one game here. Very close winning. And actually, with King also, she passed very well, all this fine, but later on went in the opponent game.
We were following the game live too.
I remember this game. I know she's very good chess player, and I would wish her to, first of all, from the pain which she met in her life, to recover, and chess will help to recover, and I think that she will have a future. And well, I will not speak too much, but for me it's important that she will be absolutely continue her life like before, because that's we know what happened, probably you know also.
I actually don't, but
she lost the son.
Okay.
Yeah,
A big tragedy.
Last year, and actually she was out of chess more than 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's coming back, and I'm happy
so
with this. That she became a Georgian champion quite easy this year, and so she's becoming back, and we all pray that she will be once again show that she's a very good person and player. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Mr. Azmaiparashvili, thank you for your time. It was an honor having you here in the studio.
Yeah, thank you, Tom.
Guys, stay back. We will be